So let's talk a little bit about that experience of serving as a service member, and some of the difficulties or struggles that you saw being Jewish that now you can apply to your chaplaincy work.
Yeah, when I was in the Air Force, again, I felt not in a bad way. I don't feel like anybody was. I had no bad experiences, but somewhat isolated, I guess, Jewishly. I don't think I even knew there were Jewish chaplains. If there were, I had never seen one. For the Chagim, there was nobody around. It was very, very isolated. It was just sort of something that you kept personal, didn't really talk about. Again, no external pressures to hide it, but it just didn't really seem to be a place for it. And so that had always been in the back of my mind. And so now I'm able to bring that into it and understand that, hey, just because you might not see a lot of Jewish soldiers come to you doesn't mean that they're not there, right? They may also feel like they don't have a place. They might not know that I'm on post. They might also not know that there's Jewish chaplains. And so I'm able to sort of have that in the back of my mind that, hey, I need to go find them. I want to be for them what I didn't have.
And what about some of the educational pieces, or some of the things that you learned that people who are serving experience that you might not understand if you come in just from being a rabbi that has a pulpit or something like that to the chaplaincy?
Again, also I think a lot of it is just the day-to-day life stressors that you experience, especially as a young enlisted soldier or airman.
Can you tell us a story, maybe one or two good ones of?
So I was in the Air Force. We definitely had an easier life than, say, some of the infantry soldiers might have. But those are still hardships, right? To be that age, away from home. No one really talks about that part. You're young. You're learning a whole new career. You're learning the military. You're in barracks that may or may not be up to standard. And even just those little life stressors can add on you when you already have a very high stress job. And a lot of them, the culture in the military can be to just sort of suck that up, right? And the understanding will be, if you don't raise your hand and say, I'm having a difficult time, then you're doing okay, and keep marching on. But having been in that situation, I know that a lot of them are not doing that great, and they do need a little help. And so I think it's made me a little more keen to see sort of between the lines when people might be having a difficult time when they're not speaking about it.
What are some of those lines that you see in people and that people can take away to understand when you're talking to maybe a mate or whoever